how does it know there's a recess in here if it is covered?
It doesn't. It is picking up the frame differential from the rest of the mountain. Because when you make that frame, it's going to be different than the dirt around it, even by a few feet. But if you camouflage that, you can hide it from eyes. But if I do a literal scan with a LiDAR laser, it is going to detect it and paint a picture of it.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying a laser would go through and detect
bro,
density.
Don't look up how topography is done.
Yeah, I don't.
You need to
know.
fucking.
I don't know, because I'm trying to make sense of why it can reveal
I'm trying
this.
to explain it. Yeah,
okay,
I get what you're saying for sure. I was at where you were at. I fully get it.
Okay, so now let's review. What do we have now? That geometric shape, which is the shape of those hangars, which are over 1,000 feet wide, got to be over 50 feet tall. It is a large surface. What I was confused with right there is the fact that it is not detecting a cavern within. It's not detecting the spatial dimensions of the hangars. It's detecting the hangar doors and the fact that they are not flush to the surrounding mountain. As in, if you built that thing in the 50s, say, it's not going to be a perfect fit. It could be close, but you have a man-made structure and you have a hillside that is prone to erosion, wind, weather, just the changing of the landscape. It is not flush to the mountaintop. And what ends up happening is it is embedded. So there is a dip. There is a difference in elevation between the hangar doors and the mountain. And the lasers, not the Lazars, the lasers pick that up. They can't stop that. This technology speaks for itself. It does what it does, and it says, look, I don't know about you, but when we ping our lasers off this area, we're detecting an over 1,000-foot wide rectangular shape that is not the same elevation as the surrounding parts. And it's not a huge dip, and that's why the shadow was light. A light shadow got rendered instead of a dark one, because it's not a gorge, it's not a pit, it's just a couple foot difference. And it picked it up, and it broadcast it. And if you know where to look, and if you know what you were looking for, and if you darken it up and brighten it up and increase the contrast, that is the hangars. That is S4. Bob Lazar was not lying. This is Exhibit B. Couple that with Exhibit A, it is in the exact same spot as the geometric shape featured in the Cessna picture, 0501. It's in the exact same location. We're talking about the same thing. This is independent, corroborating evidence from a totally different technology. This is not another eyewitness account. This is not another two-dimensional picture that is blurry and inconclusive. This is essentially an X-ray. It's an elevation map. It's a topography map using lasers that you can go recreate yourself.
Laser
Don't
beams
trust
attached
me.
to
Don't
their
trust
head.
Scott Mitchell. Don't trust anybody. Trust yourself. The link is in the effing description, my man. The coordinates, type in Papoose Lake. I'll put the coordinates in of the mountaintop, but you could find this yourself. Google Earth this yourself. No one would think to look at a topography map. Why? How is this going to be a smoking gun? Well, it is a smoking gun. And yes, I was right, as if that means, it means a lot to me. Of course I was right. All you goddamn goober idiot losers in the freaking comments can suck our balls. Where are you now? What do you have to say? What were you saying? What were you saying? Excuse me. What the fuck were you saying? Why don't you send your apology to me at devontracy@gmail.com? Send that shit. I fucking apologize. Goddamn cunt motherfuckers. You were wrong again. I was right again. How is there a geometric shape in the side of that mountain? That mountain, the S4 mountain, the one that Bob said there was a man-made structure there, the one that he was mocked for having said that. No one trusted or believed him. Go check this yourself, partner. Go check it yourself. If this was a court case, if this was a criminal case, if this secondary piece of evidence coming from a rock-solid, completely third-party independent technology, confirming Bob's story, confirming that other picture, the fact that our government is hiding this, we have activity in the area. We have bus tracks leading to that spot. We have roads prior, map of it back in the day. We have Black Hawk helicopters popping in and out of that zone. Our government has already lied to us. This is the second secret military base Bob Lazar is right about. The first one was Area 51. No one believed him. Oh God, it was confirmed. He's right about that secret military base. This is another secret military base within that secret military base. This is the same guy. You didn't give him credit for the first time he did this. This is the second time he's done this. You want to give him some credit now? Are you ready to start listening to this man? He is right about the secret military base called S4 carved into the side of the mountain. That's exactly what that is. There's no other way to dismiss this. Bob Lazar was correct. I was correct. My commenters are idiots. Gabe Zeifman is overweight. Scott Mitchell talks like he's a black guy. Bob Lazar ran a brothel. Bob Lazar is a nerd. Bob Lazar dated some weird Hell's Angel woman. Yep. And there's most likely UFOs and aliens. Yeah, and that. Unless you want to go crawl back to a new skeptic position, which is, oh, he wasn't lying about S4, or that there are secret hangars carved into the side of a mountain, but what they were doing in there was, I don't know, playing tiddlywinks. They were playing Hungry Hippo. Our government is embarrassed about their obsession with the game Hungry Hippo, and that's why they were hiding it and lying about it. And I don't trust the rest of Bob's story. Even though 89% of Bob's story has been confirmed, I don't trust the remaining percentage. Please illustrate that. By the way, not one skeptic has given that position because it's untenable and it's ridiculous. And so when you accept that Bob wasn't lying about those hangars in that mountain, and by the way, eat a satchel of dicks, all of you motherfuckers, I told you I was right. I fucking told you. And I want my ticker tape parade now. I want it now. Revise your dumbass position and tell me Bob's lying about the rest of it. You tell me he's lying about the rest of it. I want to hear it. I want to hear that weak, limp-dicked stance that I know some of you fucks are tempted to take. Take it. Take it and sign your name to it. And I'll say you're wrong again. And the next piece of evidence will come out that, oh, Bob was right again. So crawl into that cowardly, pathetic, weak hole, which is going to be your new position that has to incorporate. You have to now. That Bob wasn't lying about the hangars, and that S4 is real. And you know what else is real? You know what's very, very likely to be real is that the UFOs that he described, that he was attempting to reverse engineer, that's all real too. That's the only logical stance to take at this point. It is an absurdist take to think of anything else but that is what happened. But please, you're welcome, world. Scott Mitchell has done this. He Indiana Jones the fuck out of this. He is the guy in the map room. He is Indy. We named the dog Indiana. All right? Yes, he's the Eminem of archaeology. Okay, it's not 8 Mile, it's 51 Mile. It's Area 51 Mile is what we're dealing with. Life is weird. Okay, shit happens. All right, I don't know what to tell you. Here's one thing I will tell you. Bob Lazar wasn't lying. I fucking told you so. Those hangars are there. You cope with it. You deal with it. You wrestle with that. You have a nice dream about it. Because in your dream, please understand, go click the link. Click the link and you look at this yourself. You tell me what it is. You tell me what that is there. Okay, it's over. It's over. If this was a court case, we would have convicted. We would have put this dude in the gas chamber. This evidence is beyond compelling. It's definitive. It's a mic drop. It's I told you so. It's disclosure day. It's Bob Lazar was telling the truth. Go deal with it. Okay, thank you to Scott Mitchell. Good job, my man. Very, very well done. We commend you. You can join me in the ticker tape parade. The man has horns coming out of his skull. His eyes are glowing. He's blinged out with a bunch of chains. He talks like an African American. And yet he is a very fastidious and thorough researcher, and he has figured out one of the greatest mysteries of, the last millennia, all of human history. So this is one small step for a wigger. No, okay. Whatever. You get the point. I don't give a shit what you think of me, what you think of Bob, what you think of brothels, what you think of Scott Mitchell, what you think about anything. I don't care about what you believe. I care about what is real and what is true. And when it comes to aliens and UFOs and whether or not this technology exists, there's a lot of other evidence. It's not just a Bob Lazar story. There's a ton of other evidence that UFOs are real. The Tic Tac UFOs, hello? How about Westall, Melbourne, Australia, 1966? 300 eyewitnesses? Yeah, that happened. The Zimbabwe thing, the aerial school, that happened too. So, it's an awkward situation that we find ourselves in. It's not comfortable. We don't have all the answers. But one thing we do know, you were fucking wrong about Bob Lazar. Okay? That's 100% we know that. So sorry for being uncouth. Sorry for not packaging this in a way that's, palatable for pussies or women or, soft human beings. Go fuck yourself. We don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck, dude. Choke yourself, motherfuckers. We don't care. That's the truth. That's the evidence. Go check it yourself. Link in the description. You're welcome, by the way, on behalf of Scott Mitchell and myself and Bob Lazar. You're welcome for being enlightened and dragged out of the matrix of your own ignorance. So was Bob really reverse engineering a UFO in S4, a place that didn't exist until, in your brain about 10 minutes ago? Yeah, he was. So let's tinker with the calibrations in our brains about how we're thinking about all of this, about Bob, about UFOs, about aliens, because we caught you, government. We caught you red-handed. We caught you with your pants down. The lasers vindicated Lazar. It's fucking right there.
No shit!
Dude, that's the fucking... Well, what else is that gonna be? But
exactly!
The time when Bob said there would be a test, there was a strange light jumping around in the sky above the location where he said it would be at the time and date he said it would be.
Here, the craft took off when I said it was taking off from past the mountain range, which was Papoose Lake, S4, south of Area 51, in a restricted area. So it's not like anyone was out there with a model plane or anything. And, flew around in incredible maneuvers that impressed everybody to the point where we got scared and got behind a car, fearing the thing was going to explode. But really, how do you explain that?
It's bright right now.
You'd have to think that if they had the stuff, they spent all these years trying to figure it out, and they were just stumped, that they'd just bury it somewhere. They wouldn't talk about it. They wouldn't let it out. They wouldn't want any of our adversaries to know about its potential.
Oh, they
because somebody else.
They'd never do that. They'd tinker with it forever. They'd never just bury it and throw it away, because just on the outside hope that a new young upstart comes in somewhere, has some neat idea, and now finally they have access to all this power and technology. They're never going to throw it on the back shelf. It's their prized possession. They're never just going to throw it in a box and do one of the Raiders of the Lost Ark thing and some giant